Let's get it. Oh shit, Dwayne Wade falling down. Are you wearing dark color? Okay, on my screen it has this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's lock in. Come on. 7-2, baby.
One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mikey Stadium. There's nothing quite
Home
like
game,
a
baby.
great
Let's put on
rivalry matchup in college
in this
football.
first rivalry
the
matchup.
bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Army Black Knights.
Monumental game
Reese
for us.
Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures.
Watch out for number
here. They're
44.
ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements.
Damn.
Keep an eye on that.
All right.
The Falcons will kick off.
Score fast.
And here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll operate out a split back. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Black Knights are in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smallwood. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hacks to the football. They've got their hands full.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. On the move. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Let's look at the big picture for Army. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman, gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then to makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Black Knights! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Pickett. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Still on his feet. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Falcons will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. He got nothing on the quick completion. What a reaction by this defense.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's complete to the left.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. This is a designed run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he...
There's some room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
The run inside. It's Howard. Sweet cut there. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
This might sound crazy.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. On on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line.
Can't be
he
mad
does
at
it right
that,
here,
brother.
man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Snags it, and he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Air Force! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man.
Oh, and they blocked it. Picks it up. That's a live ball. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
He's got it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some run.
I ain't got time for that shit. No, stay down. Stay down, son. I about wanted to pick that bitch up. Let's lock in.
On that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Falcons. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Okay.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets the first. It's a seam wide open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
caught behind the line. It's Smallwood. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Gonna run it. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion makes it a two-possession game and a 9-point lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. This time he wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Mikey Stadium on this third down. Only in the hops. Maybe a crease. And he scores! Touchdown,
What luck is that?
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more.
What luck was that?
And screaming, we got to get this fixed.
Motherfucker jumping and shit over everyone.
And they did tack on the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Most I can do, man, is just try to get some points here.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On target. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And the Black Knights in the hurry up.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly.
Picked off. What a way to set him up.
What a dumbass play by me, dog.
Boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Maybe some room here.
fuck.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it.
I can't
Touchdown,
fucking
Air Force.
stop this. All right, calm down,
And
man.
that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half.
Monumental collapse right there.
Tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5.
And this is what's
Monumental
gonna drive
collapse.
coaches crazy.
Come
It's
on,
mental
man. Gotta
errors,
lock
right?
in.
It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with
Monumental
the extra point,
collapse,
they're on
bro.
top by 5. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 3 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Georgia locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Fires it. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe. They go zone. And it's nice to have a running back that can line up in the slot, read the zone, kind of sit down and understand where to be. QB throws the strike. He makes the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. Might have a chance. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. What a grab with one hand. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the easy one to the back. Inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
A designed run for the quarterback. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And they get him down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Using his feet. He breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Army! They take the lead with the 6.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Come on. Let's fucking go.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. So they were
You're not going to have no timeouts in the fourth quarter,
though. Penalty, they'll take the timeout here. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's long. The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to the single back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. For years, Air Force has put up big numbers on the ground, and he has a chance to have one of the best days in school history.
Well, and it's crazy because the names have changed all throughout the years, but the system continues to remain the same. When you go to Air Force, you know exactly what you're getting. You're going to get fed the football, and you're going to have a lot of success rushing.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's long.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. This time he wants to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff to the lone back. Could be an alley. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense looks as if it's coming. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. To the air, it's Dawson. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Oh, he missed it.
That's big.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Black Knights offense will go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding some room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to the well.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Quick release by the QB. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leading on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Howard.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Finds space on the right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Falcons will hustle to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Falcons. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
Yeah, and I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Dropping back, it's Dawson. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth.
All right, man, let's play smart.
Every play magnified in the fourth quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. A run for the quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Quarterback keeper. Turning it on. Touchdown, Army! And inside
I should have kneeled. I should have kneeled.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment.
And scoring in 48 seconds.
You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick handoff. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not
Should have
the
been
right
a
play in
pick.
this 2-minute situation.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
I don't know, Christian.
Looking to throw, it's Dawson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee.
Let's go.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against
Fucking
your
go,
rival. You're
dog.
able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's go.